What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Hope you had an explosive, amazing 4th of July. My plans got a little bit changed. I had all kinds of ideas of hanging out with my family, but because I'm still considered high risk, I had to ease off and not go to the pool party. And so, for a consolation prize, my wife was like, "Hey, why don't we go to a few stores? You can go in and out and see if you can get some deals or some figure you've been looking for." And she's a saintly woman. So I was so happy to take her up on that, especially because in one of my figure text threads, my guys were out there going saying, "Hey, the X-Men Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Chode Wave is getting clearance out." And we've seen this repeatedly with the Puff Adder wave. We've seen this with the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 wave. A new wave comes in and another gets clearanced out. And right now, we're already starting to see reports of the Marvel Legends the Marvels wave hitting Walmart. So I assume we're going to start seeing them in Target soon. And because of that, it's time to start clearancing out some figures. So we drove over to the closest Target from us, hoping maybe we'd see some of these clearance figures. I had just gone over there Sunday just because I'm doing my frequent check to see if the Marvel Legends Yondu figure was finally on clearance. It's been weeks now since the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 set had been clearanced out, and Yondu, the one that's kind of packaged alongside with them, even though it was comic book based, had been sitting there every time I check him up to the scanner, $24.99, $24.99. I was like, okay, maybe eventually I'll see him on clearance because I was just determined. I kept looking at Target's website and kind of doing that game of, all right, as long as it's in stock there, I'm fine. And we've seen this with their figures. Target makes clearance everything out. They'll still have the figure on full price on the website. So even if you're rolling the dice, hoping to get a clearance, and you just never find the figures, you can always count on their website to have them. And then you have to take advantage of another sale, like their spend 100 get $25 off, spend 50 get $10 off sale. So there are ways and means around this. I wasn't too worried, but I was like, all right, well, hopefully I can take advantage of this sale, this clearance. Maybe this time Yondu's package is part of that. So I decided to go to the Target, and because I was like, hey, let's see what we can find, I was like, let's check it out here. So this is a scanner, and I started seeing right away $12.49 Yondu, and so excited because this was a big, huge win for me. Finally getting this figure I was looking for. And you see Corsair also $12.49. It's running back from the beginning so you can see everything. Cyclops $12.49 jackpot, and then Kid Omega he's $17.49. Don't want to bite quite yet at that price. $12.49 for Emma Frost. That's another win. And then Yondu. So it was like, man, what's going on? So what's going on at this Target? Every X-Men Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Chode figure was in fact on clearance. The only ones that were not $12.49 were Monet and Kid Omega. I'd gotten Fang already, so I didn't have to worry about paying $12.49 for him. But just to show you, so here's Cyclops, got him in his astonishing X-Men attire. Really happy to get them. As always with Marvel Legends, with Hasbro figures nowadays, you'll probably want to pop these open just to make sure there's actually the figure you think you're buying and not something else. But happy to get him. Bad face Emma Frost for $12.49. I could work around any issues with her attractiveness. Marvel's Chamber got him as well. And then Corsair. So it was a really big Marvel Legends day, but that wasn't it because, of course, I had to get him. So here he is, Yondu, and I did in fact open him. He is in here and very excited. Get a comic book accurate original Guardians of the Galaxy figure for, well, I guess second one alongside Vance Astro. Really excited about this. And I started going through and opening up my other Hasbro figures that I got today. So excited. Let me pull up though, because these guys weren't the only ones on sale, and it was like a massive clearance go, come one, come all, because they had everything that you could possibly want on sale here. So let's pull up this video so you can see the goods on this one. And this is the Masters of the Universe Sorcerers, $10.99. Man at Arms Deluxe, $16.49. Forgive my speed here. New Indiana Jones figures, cheap. Really good deals for those figures if you're looking for them as well. Star Wars Gamorrean Guards, cheaper as well. Then wrestling figures, $11.49 for the new Legends wave, the last few Legends waves. So you get the Wild Samoans, SST, cheap, $11.49. So you can get them. Hulk Hogan, Paulie Dangerously for $11.49. I intentionally did not buy all four versions of the Samoans I could get. I got the SST versions of Samu and Fatu, assuming like every other Legends wave that's come recently, they were eventually going to get on clearance. There's 50% off now. But then that wasn't it for the WWE figures. The deluxe figures were also the ultimate edition figures were also on sale. AJ Styles was only $23. Like, he'll get to 16. I just have to be patient. The Bret Hart Legends figure was not on sale yet, so I didn't get him, but I did get this guy. More specifically, the bad guy. I've been running this long game trying to get the purple version of Razor Ramon, but I almost don't mind paying full price for that one. Instead, I got this one, the yellow, the black, and red for $16.49, and that's really good. The head sculpts on this are so much better than every other version of Scott Hall we've gotten, so he'll be donating these heads to other figures, but really happy to get this one because I'm going to get both anyway, so it's nice to get the chase or the non-chase version at a discount, half off price point. With that success, I was like, well, shoot, there are a few more targets in the immediate area. What else can we find? So we ended up going to 3 other targets, and it was kind of wild because the clearance game in targets, some of them will still be full price. Others won't even have the price tag, no stickers, but you take them over to that price scanner and then, whoa, they're on clearance. So here's some other figures I got. And because they were on sale for $10.99, I felt it was almost rude not to get Pighead so I can fight my son, man. Really cool to do that. The Sorceress. And I didn't see Shadow Weaver, but I did get these guys. Got Manny Faces. Really happy to get this version of him for sale. And then Too Bad, discount price, $16.49 for the deluxe figures. I didn't get Man at Arms because I had the original version in the Masterverse series. Although I do kind of like this figure in $16.49, it's kind of a price point I might bite on. And then Beastman, he's also back on sale for that clearance price. I know maybe around January he was on sale, so he's back on sale again. So if you miss out, there's a pretty good chance he'll be back as well. And like I said, you go to Targets and they don't have the clearance stickers on there, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't take the price scanner anyway, because you might come into a surprise like this. So I picked up the Too Bad. It's a Too Bad and Two Face back to back. That was doomed to get me. So I found the McFarlane Toys Batman 1966 Two Face. I was like, well, these figures are originally $19.99. I feel like that's a little bit too much for them, but bam, shows up for $9.99. Make sure you do this when you go to Targets, because sometimes they won't have that clearance, that sale price show up on the register when you go. So if you take a picture, you show it to a sales associate, most of the time they'll be like, oh, cool, okay, this is the real price, and they'll honor it and price match it right then and there. But you also want to make sure you have that just for insurance, so you don't have to go back and do the whole dance all over again with them. Take a picture, save yourself a trip. And then finally, my last one on this crazy, ridiculous sales. There's been a G.I. Joe figure that has gotten so much consternation. It's so much hate just from being kind of a crummy sculpt. And I think a lot of us are like, he's not great. But for this price point, I think a lot of us will decide that, yeah, we can get Lieutenant Falcon for $12.49. And that's what I did. Got this bad boy finally. I've already opened him up. He is, in fact, in here. No truth to the rumors that 2 Falcons were placed in here because nobody likes a head sculpt. I'm really excited to get him for $12.49 though. So really good haul. I did check the store that I went to that had him on clearance. Also had CoverGirl. She was just $21.24. So I'm assuming I'm just gonna have to play the game, wait a little bit longer. This series includes Outback, who I could not find at a store. Be really happy to get him for $12.49 as well. Crimson Vipers, the store did have them, so I forgot to price match to see if they were actually, or do the price scanner to see if they were discounted as well. And the Barbecue and the Slaughters Marauders colors, so lots of options for potential clearance. And that's not all, because next week we're going to see the arrival of Amazon's Prime Day, which is 2 days, 11th and 12th, and they're already starting to put stuff on sale now, and you can see that with their Marvel Legends line right now. Right now, they're price matching this sale for Molecule Man at Target, who's now $12.49. I never saw them in stores, but Target has them on the website for this price, so you can get them either way through Target or through Amazon. And you'll start to see, if you're doing a search on Amazon for figures, have this exclusive Prime price. If you're a Prime member, you get this even cheaper price point. Wong is typically $9.99. You get them for $2 cheaper, or $2.50 cheaper, which is a really good deal for a really nice figure. Then you'll see the X-Men Marvel Legends Retro Wave. They started out the day at $20, but now Wolverine's down to $19.94. The rest of this wave is also right around that $20 price point as well. Let's see if I can pull them up real fast here. Of course not, that'd be too easy. But yeah, so like the whole rest of this wave is cheaper. And because I wanted to find them, we decided let's not make that easy for you. So let's do this again. To look fast, because I thought, yeah. So Avalanche, Jamie Madrox, we're a really great figure to stockpile at this cheaper price point. You see these, they're coming, and they're saying they're going to get here much later. I think September, but that's absolutely not going to be the case. They're going to get them sooner. Long shots also cheaper. Good luck on getting Dark Phoenix and Spiral. They're not going to be cheaper with this. And I'm looking really closely at Rogue. She'd be a great figure to get for cheaper on Prime Day. So she's one I'm keeping my eye on. So lots of figures, also opportunities to get figures for cheaper from Prime Day, Target clearances. And as always, there's another source, my guys over at Entertainment Earth. And they've got some really good sales going right now. My affiliate partner. And they always do this with just the basic sales they've got going on. So outlet deals, and they've got some really good ones right now. The Storm Collectibles Golden Axe, Thunderhead, and Chicken Legs is $60. It was originally $135. It's a killer deal. Then you got Mayfex's Batman, Armored Batman. He's now $75.86. Really good deal. Deep Space Homers, $39.73. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates, also really cheap, about half off on him on Ace Duck. Then the Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett, who was $31.99. I thought that was a ridiculous overpriced. Now you can get him for $16.70. The Beast Kingdom, the Dynamic Action Heroes action figure, $52.19, down from $85. Madam Hydra / Viper, she's now $15.35. Really good deal there. Loki, female version, $11.09. Seven Soldiers of Victory, Frankenstein was originally $40, half off basically there. Godspeed's also really cheap. You got the Ultimates, Super 7, G.I. Joe Wave 1, $165. Now they're starting to put the individual figures up for $46. You can see other Disney figures really, really cheap as well. So lots of great options. Of course, Poochie, the Simpsons icon, the hero himself, he is now $46.79. So check this out. Entertainment Earth adds new stuff to this. Outlet deals. There may be some light tinge damage on the packaging, but honestly, I've had no problems with anything. I've gotten through that. Got the WWE Elite Scarlet for $532. There was a very, very minor crease on the back of the package, but seriously, it meant no issue to me since I opened my figures anyway. But tons of good sales. So make sure to hit up your targets. Remember to take a picture with your phones on that price scanner price, just in case it doesn't match up when you go to the register. And get all these X-Men Marvel Legend figures. They're on sale now. If you've been collecting the McFarlane Batman figures, now is the time to get a Masterverse on sale as well. Star Wars Black Series are also on sale. WWE, a ton of stuff is on clearance right now at your local Targets. And in some cases, they're going to be cheaper. So maybe not advocating, but if you wanted to relocate some of this stuff, pick them up a little bit later when they're down, maybe even cheaper to $7.49, $6.99. I know that was the case with some of those Marvel Legends, Age of Apocalypse figures, or some of those, the most recent one with Maggot and Sabretooth, those hit $7 as well. So opportunities await if you go to your stores. But as always, be on the lookout for other collectors. They may be already on, maybe sending the information through the text threads as well. So if it's a figure you really want, and I don't mind getting half off, I don't need it to be single digits for me to buy this figure, go ahead and check out your stores. And if you do, let me know. I want to see if anybody was able to take advantage of these sales. And hopefully this video was of help to you as well. So thank you as always for watching. In the comments, if you get a figure on sale through this, let me know. I mean, I would love to hear what you got on sale. As always, thank you so much for watching. This episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.